that shit up. DJ Rod 0814. You trying to do it through the party chat? You made all the first round of star picks or the top 10 star. True. I'm about to score a lot of points with this team, boy. This defense trash, bro. Oh, the Chiefs. That's why I said I got to score a lot of points. That's why I said I gotta score a lot of points with this team. I'm gonna still run that bit. No, I never seen a Super Bowl winning team overall so low. 83. Nah, bro, that's stop. I already knew you was gonna get that in. Either him or either him. I already told Under either him or Clowney, bro. I know you didn't. And I knew you was gonna still get him. You definitely need an Antonio. He said, he loading up. Loading up. You see how niggas be? There you go. Ah, just about to start talking shit. This shit Sim or Comp? Oh, you went Sim this year? Oh shit. Your other league was Sim? Oh, that boy.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016.
I was just saying how the nigga don't overthrow.
Including a 30-14 victory a year ago at the time that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Third down here.
Oh, he blitzing. He in man right now.
They go play fake. Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first NFL reception goes for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Down, 50, plant. Combo. Yeah. Shift. Hey, watch it. Check, crouch. Let's go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Yeah, I think I do. He should be my 3rd receiver. Do I got? Yeah, I don't think I got Sammy Walker.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Oh, that linebacker.
Ready. 18 Gator. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, wahoo! Down.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Let's get it.
I'm trying to figure out what.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 61 Matchbox Lights.
Shit! Watch the shit! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3! Check 31!
Recon 132 Fighter. Go!
Wait.
Yep.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready? 60 Outlaw.
Hey, check.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53, check 53.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Let's go.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Trouble. He might be in trouble.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, so they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Come on, set. 60 or.
I'm going back to you.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, switch gears.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, he do. Oh, he in here? He in his league?
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5.
I think if you move him to lineman or some shit, right?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception,
like that?
CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
6 guys. Check. 57, 57, color, 57.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
On the double.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. His throw incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Minshew, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They complete it to Hill. They'll get 34 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some box.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This nigga ain't even trying to punt this out of bounds.
Fielded at the 20. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
61. Matchbox, right.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for the Chiefs touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successful.
Oh, he pressed start. Nah, he probably took his quarterback out.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, no.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown,
no nigga be in the lead with shit like this, bro. There's supposed to be competition in the league, bro.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10. 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 1st and
at their own 25.
Nah, let him stay. Hell no.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next
Lead this
drive.
nigga in
They've
here,
got to
man.
dig
You never
down
know.
deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Check 43. Hey, I got him.
How did he keep
Yellow. Delta.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole opening.
He ain't get on top of him like I wanted him
think
to.
on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Man, that's supposed to be Sammy Watkins.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Oh, they ain't let me turn
I think
around.
that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Dobbs. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It was a vicious lead,
Dobbs
too.
now just 3 of 6 throwing it,
forget.
but that last completion gets a first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. This one complete to the tight end,
I had them
O'Shaughnessy.
Bengals, bro. I put up 100
That's
points
good
on
for
them boys.
28 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. To throw is Dobbs. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Dobbs is throwing. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Point after by Lambeau, up and good.
Unless
so
I
they
score
do get
100.
1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Downs. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
On play action, it's Dobbs. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
We got three.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And you know how you
once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
today. How you control the
today.
linebackers with the D-pad.
Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, a triangle? Okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
He asked for a trade.
Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Fournette, a first down carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
And what Fournette got?
Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brings up second and 8 at the 13.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Dobbs. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 39, Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target.
You got a punt in the 4th quarter, right?
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Dobbs. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's look. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Chiefs, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That boy stuck in there, bro. I'm proud of that man, bro. That boy helped me. Look at held me in check too, bro. I couldn't really do what I wanted to. Yeah.